What's going on, YouTube friends? Joshua here at saltyscales.com. So I've given you a little sneak peek, a little glance here, a little glance there. The new Carbon X by PC Fun. Now, I really like this reel. It's actually one of my favorites that they've released thus far. And just so you guys know, I'll put the link down in the description if you want to check it out. But I want to show you all the features, tell you the pros and the cons, what I like, what I dislike, and what I think is truly impressive for a sub $100 reel. Hey, let's dive in, take a closer look. Some of the notable features that you're going to find right outside of the box is you're going to see that it has a very aggressive, masculine look. All blacked out, just looks menacing, and I like that. But it's also got a carbon fiber body, so it's going to be a very, very light reel. This is the 3000 series. You're going to be able to use this for finesse fishing, then run it right over to the saltwater, catch snook and redfish on the flats. So it's really nice in that application. It's got a really thick gauge bail. You'll see that right off the bat. And it's very, very smooth. Now, it has 10 plus 1 ball bearings. So 10 primary bearings and 1 roller bearing. I thought that was very impressive. 3 carbon fiber sealed disc drag. So you're going to have a very strong drag and it's going to be smooth. One thing I'll tell you though, right out of the box, is I like to go ahead and pull those washers out and grease them up really well with some real butter grease, and I find that it makes it that much smoother. Because I don't think from the factory sometimes they put enough grease where it matters. This is the 6-to-1 gear ratio, so it's a higher speed retrieve. And what I like about that 6-to-1 is it's a very versatile gear ratio. Now, you've seen it in some of my other bass videos. I'm able to work all types of style lures. I could crankbaits, you know, I could slow the retrieve. It's got good torque, a good retrieve right there in the middle, you know, and a 6-to-1, 6-2-to-1 gear ratio. Really, I find that I use that, and I'd say 70% of all my applications of fishing. So if you're looking for which gear ratio, 6-2-to-1, you won't be mad about. This particular reel can hold 260 yards of 20-pound test, and it has a drag that's rated to 22 pounds. So 22 pounds max drag. I think that's pretty good for a 3000 series reel. You shouldn't really need much more than that, guys, unless you're doing some serious combat fishing. Say 33.5 inches. Every crank is coming in on the spool. I loaded this thing down with 10-pound test. I find that, you know, with that lower diameter, I could cast really, really far. So I'm impressed with, first, the casting and the smoothness of the reel in general. Now, the reel comes in without the line at 8 ounces. So it's really not too heavy, not too light, and that's where that carbon fiber comes in. So here's one of the cons that I noticed about the reel after using it a few times already. Now, and it's not a deal breaker, but here's a little clip if you haven't watched the other videos.
Oh, a bigger 180,
now,
Stephanie.
What I noticed was underload, especially with a heavier lure such as this big jerkbait, that the reel isn't as smooth. It's really smooth without the load, obviously. But you could definitely feel that it's not as polished as like a $300-400 reel, but I guess that's kind of expected. I mean, you're talking about a $70-80 reel. So that was the only downfall that I've found thus far. Everything else looks really, really good. And what I want to do is I want to take some things apart just to show you here. All the components look to be of really good quality. All the components, for the most part, look of really good quality. You have all metal components, very few little plastic in here. The rotor is nice, it feels great. Look at that pattern on the rotor, that cutout. That's pretty sharp to me. I like the minute details, guys. It's the small things that always really impress me. Now, you also have, like I said, the 3 carbon washers inside of here. Now, that's a pretty nifty thing considering that Shimano, they put like paper washers in their reels, and I have to change them out, and that costs me an extra 20-30 bucks depending on where you get the carbon washers. PC Fun! Hey guys, I highly recommend this reel. Now, if you're interested in learning more, click the link down in the description. Check it out. It's on Amazon, ships within a couple days. You'll have it in no time. Let me know your thoughts. Have you used the Piscifun Carbon X? Have you used any of the Piscifun products? They're an up-and-coming company, and I have to say I have been thoroughly impressed with their ability to not only listen, take feedback, and accept feedback, but also to make improvements on the product. And that's why I keep on plugging. So I hope you enjoy it, guys. A very nice quality reel at an affordable price. You know what they say, fish with Ben. Until next time, I'll see you on the water.